Hello friends, welcome to the world of science and technology. In this video, we're going to explain how food products and some essential items used in our daily lives are prepared in factories. So, without further ado, let's begin the video. Tomato ketchup making. Tomato ketchup is a staple in every fast food today. The fast food industry is incomplete without it. So, let's learn how it's made in factories. To make tomato ketchup, tomatoes are first harvested on a large scale in tomato fields. Large, automatic harvesting machines are used for this. These automatic machines cut the tomato plants directly from the ground and transport them through conveyors to containers. Filter machines located inside separate the tomatoes from their plants, collecting the tomatoes in separate containers. When this machine harvests an entire tomato plant, it receives both ripe and unripe tomatoes. An automatic scanner then filters out the white tomatoes, meaning the unripe ones. These tomatoes are then loaded into a separate container. The ripe tomatoes are then transported to a tomato ketchup factory. Here, all the tomatoes are placed in a large container of water. They are washed and then sent through a conveyor. After thoroughly cleaning the tomatoes, they are placed in boiling water. They are boiled for a long time. When the outer skin begins to melt, they are removed from the hot water using a conveyor, and the boiled tomatoes are then sent through the conveyor. Automatic machines then remove the peels from them. After the tomatoes are peeled by automatic machines, they are sent via a conveyor to a team of workers, where they are manually sorted to ensure no unpeeled tomatoes remain. After this, all the tomatoes are placed on a conveyor again and then transported to a mixing machine. Here, these machines crush the tomatoes into a sauce, where they are then added essential ingredients and preservatives, which enhance both its taste and shelf life. Next is the sugar making process. To produce sugar, sugarcane is first harvested from the fields and then loaded onto trucks and transported to the sugar mill. These sugar canes are then placed under a cutting machine, where they are cut into small pieces. These pieces are then washed in a container of water. After thorough washing, the sugar cane is passed through a crushing machine. Here, the machine crushes the sugar cane into small pieces. You can then see that the sugar cane is transformed into a very finely ground grain. The sugar cane is then transported via a conveyor to a juice extractor. Here, the sugar cane is passed through multiple rollers, where all the juice is thoroughly extracted. This sugarcane juice is then collected in a separate container. Sulfur dioxide is then added to this juice. This chemical causes the sugar grains to crystallize. Lime powder is then added to the juice. After this, the juice is left to stand for a few hours. This lime powder forces the impurities in the sugarcane juice to settle to the bottom of the container. The remaining pure juice is then sent to an evaporator, where it is heated to a very high temperature, vaporizing the water, leaving only the pure sugar syrup. Gradually, this syrup thickens, and sugar crystals begin to form. The syrup is then heated with steam, removing any remaining moisture, causing the sugar crystals to adhere to the walls of the container. These sugar granules are then washed using water pressure, transforming them into white crystals. The sugar is then fully prepared. The sugar granules are then sieved through various sieves, creating 2 or 3 different sized granules, with the finest portion becoming powdered sugar. This sugar is then packaged in large containers and shipped to the market. Next is jaggery making. The process of making jaggery, or jaggery, is similar to that of sugar. Sugar canes are harvested from the fields, loaded onto trucks, and transported to factories. Here, these canes are fed directly into juicing machines, where the juice is extracted from these sugar canes. The juice is then filtered through a sieve and collected in a separate container. After the juice is extracted, the sugarcane peels are dried in the sun in a separate area. This juice is then taken to a larger container where it is cooked over a fire. The fuel used to cook this sugarcane is the dried peels, which are then burned. As the sugarcane juice begins to boil, impurities begin to accumulate at the top. This impurity is then scooped out by workers using large spoons. This process continues for several hours until the puree is free of impurities. As this process continues, the sugarcane juice becomes thicker and purer. A little baking soda is then added to the remaining pure sugarcane juice. Cooking it with baking soda thickens its consistency. After cooking for a while, when the consistency is perfect, it is left to cool for a few hours. The jaggery is then ready. It is then transferred to a separate container. Once in the separate container, the liquid is then filled into containers of various shapes and sizes. Thus, all the jaggery is collected in these small vessels, and after the jaggery cools down, these are separated. The jaggery is then ready for market. Next is the honey extraction process. To produce honey, a suitable location is first selected. This location is usually located near large fields of flowers or crops. Numerous honey boxes are placed there. Within these boxes are numerous artificial beehives. Then, domesticated bees are released into these empty hives. These bees collect nectar from the surrounding flowers and store it in them. After a few days, these bee boxes are opened and checked. When they are filled with a good amount of honey, the hives are removed one by one from the boxes and the bees are removed. The hives are then taken directly to the honey extraction site. Here, the hives are first placed on a machine, and the lids are removed to make it easier to extract the honey. You can see how the openings are removed. All the hives are then placed into an extracting machine. This is a rotating machine that rotates the hives and rotates them in a circular motion. This rotation allows the honey to flow out. After the honey is extracted, when the hives are empty, they are removed and replaced with artificial hives, and then placed back into the bee boxes. In this way, beekeeping yields honey quickly and in large quantities. This collected honey is then filled into glass jars of various sizes using automatic machines and sent to the market. So, how did you all feel about seeing these products being made using these food processing machines? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and share it. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more such interesting, knowledge-packed videos. Thank you.